Everyone. It's a beautiful day out today, and I should probably be outside painting my garage, but I thought it'd be much more fun to talk about design instead. And I thought we would touch a bit on the concept of creating excitement in your pieces. This is a term I use sometimes in my comments, so I thought maybe we could clarify some of that. The marketing world uses a lot of phrases and a lot of terms like excitement, sexy, is another word. I don't think I've ever seen a sexy toothpaste ad or an ad that had a tremendous amount of excitement, as we think of the term of excitement. I remember when I was in college, they were shooting a film across the street from my school, and I was up on the second floor, and I could see down. And I saw Paul Newman was down there. It was this, I was very excited about seeing a movie star. I mean, to me, that's excitement. So I think instead of using these terms, maybe if we think of some other phrases that might put them into perspective a little better. So maybe instead of excitement, we could think about heightening the interest level of a product or service, or maybe heightening the curiosity, or maybe heightening the even the respectability of a product or service. And what they mean by this is that they're creating an emotional response in the consumer. All right. Trying to think of a story I could tell you about that, or an example. A lot of times I get these gifts from my family, and I have some people in my family who always give the perfect Christmas gift, and they're not expensive, they're not hard to find, but when I do receive them, it's always it's a nice surprise. I mean, you think, wow, how appropriate, and how did they do this? Well, one, the most important thing is that these people know me very well, and they know my likes, my dislikes, who I am, my personality, and also they do a lot of research. And in this case, their research is shopping, maybe not necessarily buying things, but they're always out there in the stores, and they see these products. So knowing both who I am very well and out there shopping and seeing all the products, they're able to come up with a wonderful gift. Unlike me, who, Christmas Eve, 11 o'clock at night, running up and down the aisles looking for a present. That's not a good place to be, whether you're a shopper or a graphic designer. Now, to put this in terms for you as a designer, to create this level of excitement, if you want to call it that, is to do the same thing. And again, the most important thing is to know your consumer as well as you can. As a designer, most of the marketing stuff will be done for you. When you receive your assignment or the project, they'll tell you who the target market is. That being an age group, an economic group, an ethnic group, or there's an endless group. But that will generally be set out for you. So that's some of the hard work is done. What your job to do is to find out all the graphical elements and to how to visually communicate what they want to say to this target group. And in design, you have all of your elements at your disposal with photos, graphics, colors, color combinations, textures, font usage. So you take your target market and you come up with a formula, really, of how to connect with them emotionally. Okay, so what they're trying to get, though, is and I'm talking about advertising here, really, is that when the consumer is in the store and let's say they're looking at toothpaste, and they they have this all these choices, this giant wall of toothpastes, and they're looking at all the different brands, and they'll remember your ad, well, maybe they won't remember your ad specifically, but when they see that product, they'll, somewhere in the back of their brain will trigger that emotional response that they got from that ad, hopefully, if it's a good ad, or if they saw the ad enough, over and over again. So the whole point is that as the designer, you came up with this graphical solution to connect with this very specific group of people to raise their interest level up. It used to be here, then they saw your ad, and they saw the ad again, and it just keeps climbing up. So by the time they get into the store, they see the product, you're trying to raise the odds that they'll grab it. And we're all guilty of that. I do that, shopping for, I don't know, whatever, and I'll see something and I'll pick it up just because I saw the ads. So even people like me who understand the whole process, I don't want to say I still fall for it, but it still works on me. So we'll talk more about marketing and the whole marketing process, but that's a good recap of how to heighten the excitement for your consumer. So to recap, know them very well and pick your elements accordingly. All right, thanks.